I'll admit something right off the bat. Over the past few months, AI tools have changed so much that even I've had a hard time keeping up, and it's literally my job. So if you're feeling like you're falling behind, trust me, you're not alone. But here's what I realized. It's not about keeping up with everything. It's about learning a handful of powerful techniques that will help you get work off your desk, save you hours every week, and take the quality of your work to a totally different level. So here are the 6 power moves that will put you ahead of 99% of people using AI. Let's start with number 1. Okay, so I'm starting with this one because every other power move in this video builds on top of it. For the past 2 years, everyone, including me, has been focused on the same thing: writing better prompts and picking the right tools. And those things still matter, they're foundational. But here's what changed: the bottleneck has shifted. Everyone now has access to the same models, the same tools, the same capabilities. So if everyone has the same ingredients, what actually separates the people who are getting the most out of AI from everyone else? It's systems thinking. Most people right now are using AI like an individual contributor. They open a chat, they do a task, they close it. They're producing output one conversation at a time. But the people who are pulling ahead have made a completely different shift. They've stopped thinking like someone who does tasks and started thinking like someone who designs systems. Think about the difference between a person who formats the same type of document over and over and a manager who builds a system that produces high-quality documents automatically every time. Same work gets done, but one person is doing it manually every time. The other person built a system that handles it. And here's the thing, there's a real cost to not making this shift. It's invisible. An hour here, 30 minutes there, but that compounds. Before you know it, you're spending days every month on work that a system can handle, while your competitors, who've created systems to do their work, quietly pull ahead of you. So how do you actually start thinking this way? There's 3 steps. Step 1 is to identify the recurring problem that you want to solve. So think about the 3 to 5 tasks that drain your time every single week. Not the one-off stuff, but the recurring work that keeps coming back. What would you hand off to an assistant if you had one? Now, step 2 is to break it down into steps, and this is the part that most people miss. Most tasks that feel like one big thing are actually 5 or 6 smaller steps chained together. But it's not just about listing steps. It's about seeing how they connect, because the output of one step becomes the input for the next. That's what makes it a system and not just a checklist. For example, creating a weekly report isn't one task. It's gather the data, analyze the trends, structure the narrative, format the document, and send it out. Now, step 3 is to figure out which of those steps that AI can actually handle, and which ones still need you. Maybe AI can't do all 5, but can it handle 3 of them? Can it gather the data, analyze the trends, and give you a first draft of the narrative so that all you have to do is review, refine, and send? Now you've gone from a 2-hour task to a 20-minute task. That's a system. Now, once you've identified those tasks and broken them into steps, the first building block is making sure AI never needs you to re-explain how each step should be handled. And that brings me to power move number 2. So right now, most people have the same long prompt saved everywhere: their notes app, a Google Doc, and they're pasting it at the start of every single conversation. And I'll be honest, I was doing the exact same thing for a while before I realized that there's a way better approach. That's like hiring a brilliant temp worker every day and spending the first hour bringing them up to speed. What if you could just hire someone who remembers everything? That's what reusable systems are. Now within Claude, and I'll be using Claude for most of this video because that's my primary tool, but also in my opinion, the best LLM out there right now, there's a couple features that I use most often to accomplish this. The first is what's called skills. Now, a skill is basically a set of instructions that tell AI how you want a specific task done, your brand voice, your workflow, your standards, so that it does it the same way every single time without you re-explaining anything. And the best part? They activate automatically when they're relevant, so you don't even have to ask. So instead of pasting a 500-word prompt in every time I want a great hook for my video, I create a hook skill. And then when I type in generate 3 hooks for a video called 5 tips for better time management, one sentence, Claude already knows my brand voice, my format, my quality standards, etc. Same quality output with a fraction of the effort. I recently did an in-depth video on Claude skills, so definitely check that out. I'll link it in the description. But my favorite way to use this is to give Claude examples of my best work, ask it to reverse engineer how to replicate what I gave it, and then ask it to create a skill out of that. So all my future work is based on what's already working well. A beginner re-explains himself every conversation. A pro sets it up once and AI already knows how they work. Now, the second feature is projects, and they're a bit different. Projects are dedicated workspaces where you store your instructions and reference files for a specific area of your work. Think of them as giving AI permanent memory for everything it needs to know about how you work. So here's the simplest way to think about it. Skills tell AI how you want things done. Projects give it everything it needs to know about you and your work. Together, it stops feeling like a chatbot and starts feeling like a trained employee. Honestly, projects are one of the most underutilized features in AI right now. Most people set them up once, half-heartedly, and wonder why they're not getting consistent results. But when you do set them up well, they can be extremely powerful. I suggest everyone learn projects. If you want to learn how to set them up properly, then I recommend you take a look at this free resource that I created in collaboration with HubSpot called How to Use Projects More Effectively Than 99% of People. I'll leave a link in the description box below. This guide covers the entire foundation of projects, whether you use Claude or ChatGPT, from what projects are, why they matter for your business, when to use them, and it gives you a step-by-step process on how to set them up. Inside, you'll find my Rocket framework for writing airtight system prompts, best practices on what types of knowledge files to upload, guidance on how to know when projects are working well, common mistakes to avoid, and more. My favorite section is the 5 use cases you can steal because it goes from theory to actual application. It includes system prompts that are ready to use for content creation, sales enablement, competitive intelligence and market research, HR and talent, and SOP and knowledge management. They're super practical and can help you save hours every week. Download the guide using the link in the description, and thanks to HubSpot for sponsoring this video. So now you can train AI on exactly how you work. But what if it could take that knowledge and actually go do things for you while you sleep? The next power move is having AI agents that work while you sleep. And yes, this is now possible without setting up super complicated automations. And here's why most people miss this. They're still using AI as a chat window. Open it, ask a question, close it. They haven't made the shift from AI as a conversation partner to AI as an autonomous worker. Now, my favorite way to do this is right inside of Claude using a feature called Cowork. It acts like a digital coworker. You describe the outcome you want, and it plans and executes multi-step tasks to deliver finished work. It can work with files on your computer, open apps, create documents, all without you sitting at your desk. I have a full step-by-step video on Cowork, so definitely check that out after this video. Now here's where it gets exciting. You can now schedule these tasks to run automatically, daily, weekly, monthly, and you can even text tasks from your phone using a feature called Dispatch and have Claude execute them on your computer while you're away. Now, ChatGPT and Gemini also have similar features called scheduled tasks or scheduled actions, and this type of automation is becoming available across other major AI tools. So I've got a scheduled task set up right now. Every morning at 9 a.m., Claude scans the latest AI news, summarizes the top stories, and gives me new video ideas and delivers a completed document. First thing in the morning, the briefing is waiting for me. Now for your business, you could have it monitor your competitors every week and flag changes. You could have it pull together a weekly status report from your project files. You could have it research a topic before a big meeting so you walk in already prepared. And with Dispatch, I can message Claude from my phone before bed, like asking it to take the top idea from my most recent AI news briefing and create a video outline for it in a Word document format. And the next morning, when I go to grab my laptop, the work is already sitting there, done. Pretty amazing, right? That's the difference between a beginner and a pro. A beginner opens AI when they need something. A pro has AI working on 3 things before they even wake up. That's the shift. Now, Cowork can work with files on your computer, but what about all the other tools you use every day? Your Gmail, your Google Calendar, your Slack, your Notion. If those tools aren't talking to each other, you're missing a crucial ingredient to making your system really powerful. The next power move is having AI-powered connectors. The old way of using AI looked like this. You jump between tabs, copy text from Gmail, download a file from Google Drive, upload it into your chat, paste links from Slack, all manually every time. That's a lot of tedious busy work. Connectors fix that. They let AI reach directly into your existing tools and pull information without you lifting a finger. Now I'm showing this in Claude, but ChatGPT and Gemini have similar integrations. The concept is the same, connecting AI to your existing tools. And setting it up is incredibly simple. It's a toggle in your settings. No API keys, no coding, you just connect your tools and you're done. Now here's where it gets powerful. Imagine saying, summarize everything important that happened in our team Slack channel this week and flag anything that needs my attention. One prompt. AI goes into your Slack, scans the conversations, and gives you a focused summary of what actually matters, instead of you scrolling through hundreds of messages. Or you can even connect it to your Notion and say, pull our project tracker from Notion and tell me which tasks are overdue and who's responsible for each one. AI reaches into Notion, reads your tracker, and gives you a status report in seconds. All in one conversation, all without you downloading or uploading a single thing. Now, the biggest power move that most people are missing, and this is the one that completely changed how I run my business, is handing over entire workflows to AI. Not one task at a time, the whole pipeline. And that's power move number 5. The next power move is building an AI operating system for your work. Every power move I've shown you so far, they're powerful on their own, but what happens when you chain them together so the output of one automatically feeds to the next? Inside Claude Cowork, there's a feature called plugins that lets you do exactly this. Remember the skills from power move number 2 and the connectors from power move number 4? You chain them together into an automated pipeline by creating your own custom plugin. Set it up once and the whole workflow runs with one click. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say you run a commercial real estate company and every month you send each active client a branded presentation, a professional update on where their search stands, what's happening in the market, etc. The problem? Building these from scratch every month for each client takes hours. So here's how you'd solve that with a plugin. You'd create a skill that formats all your written content into your brand colors, logo, and style. You'd add Gamma as a connector, which is the AI presentation builder, so it builds the actual presentation. And then you package the whole workflow into a plugin. Now, once that plugin is set up, all you do is give it the updated data for that month, tell it which client it's for, and it produces the finished branded presentation in the same way every single time. Hours of work reduced to a one-sentence prompt. That's not using AI for one task at a time. That's an operating system. Now, I know I'm using Claude's plugin feature here, but the concept of chaining AI capabilities together is where all of these tools are heading. Now, your operating system will look completely different than mine, and that's the point. Think about the 3 to 5 tasks that you do every single week. Now, imagine them chained together so that one click handles the whole thing. If you're in marketing, you could build a plugin that takes your campaign data, analyzes what performed best, and generates next month's content calendar based on what's actually working. If you're in finance, you could build a plugin that takes your monthly numbers, generates a variance analysis, and produces a board-ready summary with the key takeaways. That's the competitive advantage that most people are sleeping on. Now, that AI operating system just produced something in one click. But before anything goes live, whether it came from a plugin, an agent, or a single conversation, there's one more power move. And honestly, it might be the most important one. Power move number 6 is to turn AI into your review team. And I saved this one for last on purpose because no matter how good your systems get, this is the step that separates good work from great work. Here's the reality. AI is fast, it's tireless, it can produce a ton of output, but it doesn't have your judgment. It doesn't know your audience the way you do. It doesn't understand the politics of your organization or the nuance of your client relationships. That's your job. So the first rule is you are always the first set of eyes. Every time something comes out of your AI system, whether it's a report, a presentation, an email, whatever it is, you review it first. You apply your judgment. You ask yourself, does this actually make sense? Is this right? Would I put my name on this? But here's the thing, no matter how carefully you review your own work, you develop blind spots. You're too close to it. You've been staring at it so long that you stop seeing what's actually there. And this is where AI becomes incredibly valuable again. Not as a creator this time, but as a second set of eyes. A productive challenger. The colleague who says, have you thought about this? Or, I think you might be missing something here. The way you do this is simple. You can upload a document, paste in your draft, share a screenshot, whatever the work is, and you give it to AI and say, review this, tell me what's weak, challenge my assumptions, and suggest improvements. You can do this in Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, any of them. It works for written content, proposals, presentations, product listings, strategy documents, anything. And if the work lives in your browser, let's say a LinkedIn profile, a Google Slides presentation, a landing page you created, there's a tool that makes this even easier. It's called the Claude in Chrome extension. You can download it for free from the Chrome Web Store. Just search Claude. Now, the Chrome extension allows Claude to see whatever's on your screen in real time, so the feedback is specific to what's actually on the page, not generic advice based on a description you typed. One quick note is just to be mindful of which websites you're using it on. Stick to your own work and trusted sites and avoid showing highly confidential or sensitive information. Now, one of the ways I like to use the Claude and Chrome extension for my own work is for Claude to give me feedback on my YouTube videos and my channel in general, and offer suggestions as to what I can do better compared to my competitors. So think about the full pipeline. You build your systems, AI produces the work, you review it with your judgment and expertise, and then you hand it to AI for a second pass to catch the things you missed, challenge your thinking, and flag issues you didn't even consider. And then you ship. That's not just using AI to create, that's using AI to create and make sure that what you create is actually great. And here's why I put this last. Every power move in this video is about getting AI to do more for you. But this one is the reminder that you are still the most important part of the process. AI gives you the first draft, but you add the vision and the taste and the care that makes it yours. And then AI helps you catch what you missed. So those are the 6 power moves. And here's the big takeaway. Mastering AI in 2026 isn't about learning every tool or chasing every update. It's about building a system, your system, where AI handles the heavy lifting and you direct the process. And here's what makes this really exciting. These systems compound. Every skill you build, every workflow you create makes the next one faster. 6 months from now, you'll have a library of systems that run in minutes. And that advantage only grows over time. And always review before you ship. The AI is the doer, but you are the director. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you want to go deeper on either Claude skills, Cowork, or plugins, I've linked the specific tutorials for each one in the description. And if you want to learn how to use AI to level up your work and your life, then click this next video.